this work is we're creating a working group in the framework of Digiteo on the autonomous vehicle. So the outline is a survey on cybercar, challenges, and autonomous functions in car. Then we do a survey on labs, foreign labs, French labs, and labs issued from Digiteo. Then we speak of the competitivity pole Moveo, we can help us. And finally, we give some ideas on what we can search in this working group of Roboteo. The beginning was in early 19. It was a Eureka Prometheus project, which has allowed to define the functionality and to create the first bricks to build autonomous vehicles. Then two notions have emerged. The first one is the notion of cybercars. Cybercars are road vehicles with fully automatic driving capability, and a fleet of cybercars form a transportation system. First time in the Netherlands, and a number of European projects has developed these ideas in France and in Europe. The second notion is the notion of challenge. So we want to have an autonomous vehicle in an environment that doesn't assist the vehicle. So the turning point was the DARPA Grand Challenge, where 23 autonomous vehicles completed the course. So the challenge has changed, and it is becoming an urban challenge, and 6 teams completed navigating through the non-populated urban environment. The following challenge is to have pedestrians, then other vehicles in this environment. So we want to speak from autonomous subsystem, such which is here in the Volvo model S60 concept. You can regulate the speed in traffic jam, and you can detect pedestrians and brake if necessary. And the idea is to go to driverless vehicle, for example, a vehicle of Lasmea with 100% autonomy, with 1 camera and 1 onboard computer. The unknown constraint was somebody has previously driven a first time the vehicle, so that the camera stores the route through marks, and then the cybercar can play again the same route. Alors, there exists a lot of autonomous subsystems and automatic parking and so on. So we can say that industrial partners have made their job, and it remains to go to autonomous vehicle. Autonomous can say different things. We can speak also of energetical autonomy, such as the electric from Venturi with solar sensors, or we can speak from assistance vehicle. So this summer, a pilot helped by an assistance system provided by the society Induct, drive a car on a circuit. Another idea is cybercars are not sufficient. We want to make a real system. So it is an example combination of autonomous vehicle and supervisory system. and the system has been employed indoors and outdoors, and with more than 100 automated vehicles. The difficulty is that the system is not suited for reading the situation encountered in urban settings. A survey on some famous foreign labs. I will present this lab with a car with a car at the upper corner of the slide. It's a commercial car, and another vehicle is a nav lab from the Carnegie Mellon University, which is more experimental and dedicated for navigating in the desert. So the big universities use robotics and challenges as a showcase of their scientific know-how. French labs, donc the big is La Route automatisée with INRIA et l'École des Mines. The only way to dramatically improve while at the same time drastically reduce the number of accidents is to remove the driver from the control loop. Au LCPC, LIVIC, the majority of the accidents result from a failure of the driver. We must develop and evaluate the driving assistance system allowing of avoiding this failure. There exist other labs, so the idea is to deport the dependence from the driver towards internal or external technological means, and this induces societal aspects. Digiteo labs, so the kernel of the laboratory is composed of 4 labs, Axis EUF, the LIMC with 2 groups, the CEALIST with 2 groups, and the LSS with a department, the system department. Then I present the domain of strategic activity of the competitivity pole Moveo. There is 7 domains, and in these 7 domains, 2 of them can help us in our action. The first one is solution of mobility with 3 axes. The axis 1 and the axis 3. And the second one is demonstrators and vehicle without carbon, also with axis 1, develop a demonstration of vehicle using the drive electric means, which is what we want to do. Moveo has certified more 100 projects and is organized in 3 regions. For the Île-de-France region, there is 3 seats, and the cluster Moveo Tech is the more important, and it is becoming more and more important. So why not a new site on autonomous vehicle system at Digiteo to benefit from the RTRA and from the Plan Campus to build a demonstration of autonomous vehicle on the triangle. So here is the project LOVE with a lot of partners. So we want to detect pedestrian, post, stick post, light, and cyclist. And so you can see the image provided by the two stereo cameras, the image provided by the LiDAR. So we are able to detect all the details, and the difficulty is reported to understand the situation now. So, what is autonomous in our mind? Autonomous is double. The first one is to make systems which do without the help of human. So there is three stages to do. And the second idea is to do so, we need an assistance system which improves the autonomy of people or of my vehicle when I have reduced capacity. Both imply complexity and mobility. So the topic which can approach in this working group is to understand what dimension of autonomy we want to put in place in this action. So dimension can be understood as situation to apprehend, as memory and learning, as mobility and space, as energy, and also as control, cognitive, image processing, and so on. Donc, what does it remain to make? Control theory, systemic, artificial intelligence with inference, cognitive science. Many issues must be resolved in order to create a brick in this domain. So, the main balls to be raised are, for the first item, specific to autonomy, and for the four other items, we speak of complex system, and complex system is a central research of Digiteo, and the group must define the level of autonomy versus the level of internal technological assistance for autonomy and the level of external technological assistance for assistance of the environment.